Hey, good morning and welcome to TCS Consulting when we're talking about all things leadership and organizational development. I am in the house with Jacqueline, Lulu Brown, and and we're so excited to be here with you this morning to talk about stress management. Just talking about you know, especially I can't even just say women. I really always look at it and say we can't gender assign because men are going through stress and women are going through stress, especially when you have a desire to fulfill a lot of roles, or you're just placed in a position to be filling a lot of roles. And so as Jacqueline, Lulu, and I have been just talking and looking and seeing how so many people are stressed out. Many of you know that I live in the Dominican Republic. I'm here in the ATL, in the Atlanta, the Georgia area, hanging out. And when I come into the US, it's often that I see such a high level of stress. So Jacqueline and I begin to have conversations, and we came up with how do we make a difference? How we show you how we have a good time juggling all the stuff that we juggle, all the projects that we're juggling. How do we keep that balance of, staying energetic, staying positive and hopeful? Because when you're at a higher level, when you're elevating up, when you want to live your dreams or your desires, it doesn't come easy. There's a lot of work that has to be done,
Yes,
right?
it is.
And there's a lot of pushback. There's a lot of naysayers. There's a lot of people supporting you. There's a lot of people building you up, but there's also key people that can be pulling at you and really stressing you out. And so we decided, let's give you a little bit of our energy. How do we do that? By creating an environment by which you can come, retreat, get away from your family. I'm a crazy for Jesus. So God told Abraham, get away from your kindred. You got to get to a set aside place. And if you've been paying attention and you've been spending time with the Own It family, you know that we've been talking about getting into that quiet space, that space by yourself. And this gives you the opportunity to come hang out with us in the Dominican Republic, and we're getting ready. We're not only telling you that you need to do this to retreat, refresh, and reset. We're actually headed to Morocco before the end of this year, then off to India.
Yes.
We're getting ready to head to Morocco so that we can be refreshed for the 2025 year. So we've created and designed these retreats with you in mind, so that you can come and get away from your family, get away from your job, and you can focus on what matters most. And so in doing so, we've created, this is not about speaking to you to death. This is really a woo-saw, right?
It's not death by slide, because those that are already in those corporate environments, you already know what that feels like. But as you said, this is USA time and introspection, and it's what is my next. But we're not telling you what your next is, and we're not even going to push you with a lot of paper and write this out. This is really going to be free form. This is going to be thinking off the cuff, because critical thinking is not necessarily having a notebook to write in. You will have a journal, you will have a workbook, but it's for you to utilize at your leisure. It's for you to go take a walk on the beach, go sit down on a rock and say, wow, you know what? And let things flow for you. When we spend time together, it is really going to be that free flowing, what's on our mind, what do we believe is holding us back? And then there's going to be us helping one another, because what I think's holding me back may not be what's holding me back. And we're going to have this sisterhood, and we're going to be able to help refresh, just revive one another. And we're going to have so much fun in the process.
Yes, we are. And I can't tell you enough how important it is for you to tap in to
Mhm.
and unleash that unlimited potential that God has given you. And that takes you trusting your own instincts. So
Mhm.
we don't want to be the influencers of what you're thinking of. We want you to go inside. We want you to be confident and bold enough to own what you really are thinking,
Mhm.
feeling, and what you really desire to do. And we want to make sure that you understand fully that you have everything that you need to accomplish what your goals are. And I'm going to tell you something, living here, oh my God, living in the DR, I get a chance to sit on that water and allow that water to do the therapeutic work that needs to be done to draw out, to take me to the next level. And there's something about being about around water and the tranquility and the releasing that happens. So you're going to be spending time doing some meditation, and meditation in your own form. So we're not coming and saying, oh, you're going to meditate this way or you're going to meditate that way. We're going to have mindfulness times where you learn how to tap into yourself and get centered in yourself. We're going to have yoga where you get to stretch. Another thing is I started working out, and what we don't do when we become older, remember how you used to go to the gym, when you used to have gym class and you were forced to stretch? Well, we stopped doing that. We got older, we got with our kids, we started, we may walk, we may run, we may get in aerobics, but are you making sure that you stretch your body? Well, something happens when you put on that nice slow tranquility music and you really get into yourself, when you really start speaking without even opening up your mouth, you just start speaking to your body and saying, I love you, and apologizing for not taking care of your body, for not stretching. And you just stretch in your own level, not anything fancy. I know that I did gymnastics when I was, so I can stretch and say, hey, girl, you have been really not nice to your body by abusing it, by not taking time, not saying to you, I appreciate you, I love you, thank you for showing up for me, and then taking care of it. So you're going to do stretching, yoga, you're going to do that meditation, you're going to do that mindfulness. You're going to have plenty of time to be with you.
Yes.
And we want you to start really understanding the importance of spending time with you. Revelation flows not when we're in a room full of people, until we've mastered revelation. We've mastered that connection with our creator. I call him my heavenly father. Call him what you feel comfortable with calling him, but he's my heavenly father. Until we have mastered that one-on-one time and letting that knowledge, revelation, and purpose and calling and alignment with your life's assignment and how you're designed, until we master that in our quiet time, we can't do it with a room full of people. When you master it, you can be in a room full of people and you can count them all out, and you will be able to hear what you need to be hearing. That mastery only comes when you have spent enough time by yourself doing it, that you're able to not allow external influences to influence you internally. And so that's what we want to do. And I'm going to say, and I think that you and I talked about this a lot, that you're going to want to be able to set you want to put this in your budget, for you not to come one time. You're going to have to want to come back a couple of times a year, at least designate twice. Come in to get your year started off right, come midway so that you finish your year strong, because what we're going to do is empower into you. This is not something that is scripted up. We're not scripting up. You hear us. We're not scripted right now. We are just talking to you off the cuff because we have lived this thing. This is not something that we're trying to impart into you, that we went to some class and learn. We went to the class of life, life, work, life experience, raising children, grandchildren. We are living this, and our lives are not perfect. They're not perfect, but we want to tell you that even the shame maybe some poor life choices or choices that you may regret or whatever, they were still designed to make you who you are today. And so we just want you to come, let us love on you, because that's what we want to do.
Yes, we
We
will.
don't know nothing else but to love on you, honey. We want to love on you, and we really want to bless you, and we want to empower you, equip you, educate you, and send you back into the world on fire, ready to navigate through this thing called life, to take center stage and own it, and be what? Radical?
Radical. Radical in all you do, because it's election time, and radical has become such a negative word. But one of the things that we will do is we will give you a little etymology while you're here. And the reason we do that is because there are so many words that are used in a negative context, but that's not the origin of the word. So I'm not going to give it all away. But being radical the way it's understood today is not the origin of that word. And when you come and we start to learn and talk about these things, and you say, wow, that's really what that means, you'll be able to see things from a different perspective. And this isn't just flighty, loosey goosey, because to Marisa's point, this is lessons learned from good decisions, poor decisions. But what we have wrapped up in there is our education. We have done the certifications. We have become behavior practitioners. So we understand the psychology and the makeup of people. We have gone and I don't have anything against someone getting certified really quickly, but we have gone to universities and invested. What does it mean first to be a leader of excellence? What does it mean to be a woman leader of excellence? And more importantly, what does it mean to be authentically who you are as a woman without compromise, and show up in excellence and sit in those C-suite places? We've done that. And so we're going to share not only the education, but we're going to share the good, the bad, and you know what? A whole lot of ugly.
Yep.
Because I once had a friend, and her mom told her, learn from others' mistakes, because you'll never live long enough to make them all yourself.
Yeah.
So why not learn from someone else's? Because one, you don't want to have to learn everything, but there's just not enough time on this earth for anyone to learn every single mistake yourself from an experience versus someone else's experience. We look forward to seeing you there. There is nothing like listening and tuning in. And this is not woo, woo, woo. This is a reality of what you will experience. You will attune so deeply that the ocean and that when it comes to the shore, that will sound like the voice of your creator. I say God, you may say Allah, somebody else may say Adonai, somebody else may say Yahweh, but you're going to hear that voice because it's possible. We are taught to function within limitations within this realm. Our goal is to take you into other dimensions that sit outside of the physical place that you're at, and for you to be in tune on a level that actually helps you to become limitless. Language, that cliche, the sky is the limit, in that we've been brainwashed and indoctrinated to think that there's a limit. Oh yeah, you said the sky is the limit. These cliches, we're going into a dimension where we're limitless. And the cliches mean nothing because they don't help to propel us forward. We look forward to spending this time with you. We are the hostesses with the mostest.
Yeah, we are really looking forward to you to retreat, refresh, and reset here in the Dominican Republic. But we're in Atlanta right now. We're in
Yes.
Georgia. But in the Dominican Republic, we're really looking forward to you coming and really just loving on you, pouring out love on you, and showing you the importance of why you need to operate with self-love. And we're focused on what matters most to you, whether it's your life that you're coming to just get in order, whether it's your career that you're looking to get in order or advance in, or how to navigate political savvy within the corporate or whatever industry you're in environment. And how do you navigate through those challenges? I know a lot of no's, and I knew how to navigate through that. Or if you're a business owner and you really want to radically take your business to the next level, you're looking to come out of working for someone else and fully working for yourself. Whatever it is that you're coming for, this retreat allows you the space to be among other individuals, but at the same time, focus on individually what your goals and accomplishments are. And that's what's the beautiful thing about this. It's not our agenda. We're not trying to show you our practices, so to speak. What we're doing is we want you to tap into the authenticity of what it means to really be you. And so without further ado, this is your life, own it. This is TCS Consultant, Leadership and Organizational Development. And this is Marisa and Jacqueline Lulu Brown, and we're inviting you to these amazing retreats. So on the ticker tape below, you see Self-Love International Retreats, retreat, refresh. You're getting away. That's retreat. You're coming. The purpose is to refresh. The destination, when you return, you want to reset. You want to reset so that when you go back to your world, you are ready and equipped to take it on and to be successful and to accomplish the goals that you want to accomplish. And so it does tell you the website to go to check out all the details and to secure your spot. We are having these retreats on a regular basis. So look at the dates, see what dates fit and match you, secure your spot, and get your butt here, get your tush here to the Dominican Republic so we can retreat you so that you can refresh and reset. We love you so very much. Take care, be blessed, and we'll see you the next time.